80% electricians, they get electrocuted. They get electrocuted by the neutral wire, the white wire.
So before that, though, you said that it's the difference between voltage and current. What is that?
That's the horse that's pushing the cart, okay? The cart is what's actually carrying the load, all right? So that'll be your current. What's pushing that is the horse, which would be voltage. So voltage will shock you, current will burn you. So if you understand that, that's why most people, most electricians, generally, not generally, but 70 to 80%, 80% of electricians that get electrocuted is because of the neutral wire.
Why is the neutral wire so dangerous?
Because in the neutral wire, it's the demand from that load that's being demanded at the time he grabs it or makes the mistake of grabbing it, making itself part of that circuit. So he's taking the current load that's on demand, whatever the load is from. Say it's from a refrigerator. Whatever amount of current that's being drawn, he's going to draw all that to himself. 1/10 of current in your body would kill you. It interrupts your electrical system, which is your heart, the pulsation of your heart. I don't know if you know, but everybody your body runs on electrical current, electrical pulses. So when something interferes with that, obviously you generate a heart attack, etc.
All right, so now somebody will come, they grab the neutral, they take on the load, you say, right?
They grab the neutral. You better not grab it. That's all I can tell you.
So how do electricians prevent this from happening, from taking on a load or?
Well, there's certain ways you have to operate. You have to, first thing, you disconnect the source, disconnect power, all safety. Anytime you're dealing with electrical, disconnect the source. There are times where you need the power on in order for you to be able to properly troubleshoot a circuit or issue that someone's having. But in the most, disconnect that power, period. You can totally disconnect it. And as well, a lot of people just disconnect the disconnect that neutral wire as well, which would be the white wire. If you have to disconnect it from whatever you're working on, you don't feel like running down 2 flights of stairs to the basement to turn the brake off. Yeah. Disconnect it. When you disconnect it, install wire nuts on your source, on both your neutral and your hot.
So what do? You go back to where the power's coming into the room, then put wire nuts on that, disconnect them like that?
Yeah, disconnect one of them at a time.
How would you know which one got the power coming in?
You use a hot stick, as I told you in the previous one. Don't take nobody's word for it. It's off. Always test, because just because the source may be off at one place, it could have being fed from another source and you not be aware of it. Always test to make sure you eliminated the source of the power going to that circuit. Always test it. Always. Don't take nobody's word. Test it.
So moral of the day is test.
Moral of the day is never take anybody's word for power being disconnected or off or de-energized. Whatever term you want to use. Bottom line is always test it for yourself.
Now, is this like with all electrical work? Like, are you telling like phase 1 through phase 3? This is like any one, or is all of them
always
just?
Test.
I'm talking about the current and the voltage of dying.
Yes. Single phase and 3-phase, both. It's going to try to find the nearest ground. So it be the bottom of your feet, it be your elbows, wherever you touching, you ground yourself at. That's where it will represent itself.
So if you touch a plug or something, a neutral with your hand, you telling me to travel through your hand, through your arm, through your body and find an exit wound somewhere in your body?
Not necessarily the neutral wire. Neutral wire will burn you, so you'll feel the burn. If you shocked or if you get shocked, if your resistance is low in your body, like for myself, I have high resistance in my body. I've been zapped too many times, so I can feel the voltage going through. Now, if it was current, I'm gonna let it go a lot faster than I would if it was voltage. So if I grabbed the neutral wire was the one that hit me and I ground myself with the neutral wire in my hand, I'm gonna feel that burn. It's 2 different feelings. Believe me, you'll know the difference.